from Abbotsford.
Hi. We are here to tell you about our travels and adventures in Alaska and Canada. And for those of you who have been following our trip here on Facebook and on YouTube, we thank you for that.
Thank you for the viewing.
Yes.
And the likes if you've given us any.
So we've started over three weeks ago when we flew from Brisbane to Anchorage in Alaska. I loved most about Alaska the long days in summer. It's like 23 hours of daylight, which is amazing. Fortunately, they have thick curtains in hotels or in most, so you can get some sleep. Otherwise, it's daylight outside. What did you like most about Alaska?
About Alaska, I love the wilderness of the nature. I love the pure water in the streams, and even the little bit of fear from animals, both in Canada and Alaska. I mean, from bears usually, but
We didn't see any bear.
we didn't see any at the end, so I'm quite happy about it. I mean, I wouldn't mind to see them from the window of the car, but we were walking and doing hikes, so yeah, there were some people seeing what do you call the mother bear?
Mother bear
Mother
with
bear
cubs.
with cubs, and there were some reportings of grizzly bears, and even we learned recently in Harrisson Hot Springs that there are actually locally cougars, animals called cougars, which are like
Cougar.
or cougar, which are like a big, well, not big cat, they're really big cats, but they are quite dangerous to come across. So yeah, anyway, that's for what we haven't seen, and now what we've seen.
So what we've seen in Alaska was a lot of moose. We've seen 15 moose at 12 different locations. We've seen two mothers with two little calves. That was nice. Some tips for you guys. So what we've done, we rented a car, and we found a car, or actually cars in Alaska, in Canada, on Expedia.com. Expedia.com, we'll post the links below this video in description. And in terms of accommodation, we found accommodation on Bookings.com, which is an excellent site for finding accommodation with the discount.
Yes, and if you become a member of Bookings.com, and we can post the link that you can do that on, you will get discounted promotional offers and with some features that you wouldn't normally. So you can use our link.
Yes. You'll actually get, I think, $30 credit towards your first booking with Bookings.com. So from Anchorage, we went south to Seward, and we went, just to explore area, lots of hikes. Then we went to Homer, and
On the other side of the South Island.
southern peninsula. And then in the second half of the trip, we went north of Anchorage towards Denali National Park, when we actually were lucky enough to see Mount Denali, which is the highest peak of North America, partially covered in clouds, but we did see the peak white covered in
For a
snow.
few minutes when we got there.
Yeah, so
Before all the other people came and saw nothing.
yes,
It was good. It was good to see it, because it's really towering high in the mountains and in the area, but it's a very long drive just to see a mountain. So you have to do hikes or have time to explore the area on foot.
it's over 6 kilometers tall, like 20,000 feet. So it is a nice, really high mountains. It takes a lot of, like, few days to climb up there, and only 50%, we've learned only 50% of people who attempt to reach the summit actually make it. So 50% give up and come down. So if you love nature, you will love Alaska. It's spectacular there. Then we flew from Anchorage to Vancouver, to Canada, and we rented a car again and started driving towards Squamish, which is north of Vancouver.
And in Squamish, we actually, to tell you, we didn't quite know where we're gonna head before we started going. So it was a bit of an adventure, and we ended up in Squamish and learned a little bit about the area while we were there. And we've also learned that there is one of the most interesting hikes on the Chief, the mountain called the Chief, or
Stavamus
Chief. And so, yeah, we had to do it. And it was a good hike and strenuous, and good view from the top.
It took us 4 hours from the bottom to the top and back. Hard, always uphill, many steps and rocks, but so worth it. Spectacular views on the top and so on.
And there was a lot of, well, not a lot of, but a lot of water in the waterfalls in Shannon's Falls, so it's really worth seeing. When it's spring, there is a lot of waterfalls around the area, and they really have a lot of
Flow.
volume. Yes, volume.
We love actually sourcing that water and drinking it. Water in streams here is crystal clear, and I'm not afraid to drink that water anywhere we've been.
We're still alive.
So it's nice and fresh and cold. So from there, from Squamish, we went up to Whistler, which is one of the largest and most famous ski resorts and summer resorts in Canada and in North America. So Whistler is spectacular. Make sure you get on a gondola and go up the mountain, and then from there it's a peak to peak, which is a world-class, world record gondola. It's 4.4 kilometers long, and the longest unsuspended gondola in the world, 3 kilometers between pillar and pillar, in the next valley, 436 meters above the bottom of the valley, above the trees. So it's a must there, and we enjoyed the snow times up there. So then from there
we went to in the chairlift, which I can't forget. That was freezing cold, but it was beautiful. And we went into the chairlift up to the seventh heaven.
Yes.
Which was one mountain up in the Whistler, and then we went back down, and the next day we realized that the weather changed for like 40 degrees difference.
From 3 to 5 on the top, it went to 37, so big temperature difference.
30.
Yeah, people on the top of the seventh heaven were still skiing, so that was nice to see, because I haven't been skiing for 15 years. And Whistler, yes, it's very nice to visit all year round. Whether you like mountain biking or any other adventures, then it's a must to go there.
There was an event on that we couldn't stay because of which was called Tough Mudder, which we thought it was somebody's mother, but I learned that it was actually mud challenge. So
yeah.
Some people really like it.
So, accommodation was booked out, so we left and drove towards Lillooet, which we hoped to stay there for the night, but we found out that all 6 options for accommodations were fully booked out, so we couldn't find anything there. So that was the only night we slept in the car there, found a beautiful quiet spot, and then carried on towards Lytton. Lytton is the place we found very relaxing and peaceful, and
you will find nothing there if you head to Lytton but nature, peace, quiet and relaxation.
And lots of hikes in the area.
Yeah, you can relax.
So we were in Hope. We were a town of Hope.
Hope. Okay. Yes.
Lots of things to see and hikes, and nice established town. We found that one very interesting, and from there we went. Now we are in Abbotsford, and in today's time we'll be flying back home. So tips for you guys. I'm sure you will love this country all year round. We love being here in June because it's a spring, and we've missed quite a few springs in Europe, so that reminds us of everything flowering, and the smells and the scents in the air are just beautiful. For us it's a hobby that we do, traveling around. If you don't travel, then this video may not be for you. But
no, that might be for you, because you won't see in reality what you just can see from this video, or you can see from our videos.
Yes. Following are a few more things worth mentioning.
We would like to tell you one tip that might save you some money, and that is if you go buy food and groceries in Save On Foods, a supermarket called Save On Foods, you might be better off saving money by getting their more card. It's called more card or more rewards membership card. So then you can just buy stuff in the supermarket for a lot
discounted
less money.
price. So Save on Foods really is a great one. Then Safeway.
Safeway is good as well. They didn't get a card though.
No, so Save on Foods is probably number one after Walmart, I would say.
What a discount.
Yes.
Then something that we all use and maybe some appreciate more than others, but public toilets in Canada, especially I noticed that in Canada, they've got a lot more and better toilet paper, even in composting toilets. So I don't know what's wrong with Australia's.
Because there is a climate difference between Canada and Australia. In Australia we have running water in all the toilets across the country because the water doesn't freeze over winter. Here is a different story. We noticed in national parks in the bush it's usually composting toilets without running water. Worth mentioning is the tax. Here in Canada you see prices which don't include tax.
And some don't include other things, like when you're booking accommodation, they might put on top of the price resort fee or cleaning fee. So you're always looking at the lowest price without all the fees.
So the tax can be anywhere between 8 to 15%?
More, I think 20 something. It depends on what you're buying.
Okay. So always add prices because they'll keep adding more stuff over the top of it. We would like to encourage you to actually go and see places and maybe follow us on YouTube. Click on the subscribe button and the bell notification so YouTube will send you a message every time we upload our future videos. They'll be all about sustainability, sustainable living, growing on food, about electric vehicles and sustainable and safe and healthy future for all of us. Thank you and we will see you next time.
Thanks for watching and go and travel. Bye.
Bye-bye.